What I'm working on is to improve my previous time in 400 hurdles, of which I managed to run a 49.08, of which I missed to qualify to the world champs with a margin of 0.02. So with that small margin, I know with more competitions I'll be able to attain that qualifying time because it's capable. People have been doing more than that, so why not me? Because with great moves, anything is possible. In terms of facilities, yes, the facilities are there, but not very sufficient because Kenya has many athletes.
Last year he crocked 13.8, whereby this 13.8 was ran 1974. Since 1974, they have been doing 14 seconds until last year when he crocked 13.8. And this season he has opened with 13.8 again, whereby if we work on his 110 hurdles, I'm sure he can run faster than 13.5.
Hi guys, my name is Wiseman, 400-meter hurdle guy and 110. You are watching Sports Eye TV. I would like you to subscribe and share.
Wiseman, where he was a hurdler, he used to do only 110 hurdles, whereby last year he crocked 13.8, whereby this 13.8 was ran 1974. Since 1974, they have been doing 14 seconds until last year when he crocked 13.8. And this season he has opened with 13.8 again, whereby if we work on his 110 hurdles, I'm sure he can run faster than 13.5.
Wiseman, 400-meter hurdle runner and 110 meters hurdles. On my preparation for the forthcoming competitions has been very good, and I'm hoping next week going to open my season outside the country. With good preparation, I'm sure I'm going to post fast times because I've been preparing for it. And going on, we have 3 competitions in South Africa. Thereafter, we will have to proceed to the next competition, which will be the Golden Grand Prix, which will be held at Botswana. So we are ready and ready to post fast. Actually, today I'm winding up on doing my speed session, my technique session, because in 1 week time I'll be having a Grand Prix, so that I expect to do fast times. So today's session is all about speed and technique, so that when it gets me there, I'm ready to go.
The challenges we have, is facilities, but I can't complain about the facilities because we use what we have. If we can't complain like we need facilities, if we don't have facilities, we cannot go anywhere. So those facilities we have, that's what we use. Like now, he needs to travel maybe to South Africa. You need a ticket. Those are the challenges. Maybe you don't have enough money, so you have to look for money. And then maybe there is some few things you need, like you need to balance diet. That needs a lot of money. And then sometimes when you are training here at Kasarani, you're supposed to pay the stadium. So that's money. Those are the challenges mostly we undergo.
I decided to do athletics because it's an individual sport rather than doing other sports like maybe rugby, football, or other sports. Because let me use an example of football, of where you have players, you can have a good 90 minutes, but anything can happen within the last 10 seconds and you might end up maybe losing a game. But as an athlete, it's between you and your line. So if it's you and your line and you are going to the competitions, you have to make sure you have to be on your own you are on your lane. So if you are going to lose, you know you are going to lose by yourself. Because
for now, I'm not focusing first on Olympics 2024. First thing we have to focus, we have World Championship this year. And then next year we have All African Games, and we have African Championship, and then later Olympics Games. But for now, we have to focus World Championship. First thing what we need is to qualify. That's the most important thing. After qualifying from there, that's now we'll work. Now, how are we going for this medal? Because first thing, you don't need to focus on that medal first. First thing, you need to focus on to get to the final. I need him to get to the final. Once you go to the final, anything can happen there. So first thing I am working on is first 3 hurdles, whereby he needs to get better, the first 3 hurdles. And then once we work on the first 3 hurdles, the rest will be done.
actually, in sports, specific in athletics, I would like to say, with due respect or the people in charge of these things, the federations, the sponsors, because in each and every sport, I know people have different, like football, rugby, athletics, swimming, and any other sport, even like boxing or taekwondo. There is something which is there for each and everyone, or a winner which is supposed to get a certain amount of prize. So you can check from both sides during the preparations, the support, the finance someone has used, the flights, the tickets, the accommodations, the meals, and everything involved. It's not just a walk in the park, because it's something like you are going for it. So as you are going for it, you expect like something much better to come out of it, because you have to invest, and the more you're investing, the more you might get the good outcome, because you can't just invest and there is no good outcome. So on the other side, like I would like to say, value each and everyone. We balance up things, because it's not easy. We know that. Try appreciate your people, value your people. Try to give hand back to your people, because if an athlete goes outside there and he emerges to get a medal, it's not the athlete alone who is going to celebrate that medal, but it's an entire country celebrating like a gold medal, silver or bronze. So as the other Kenyans are celebrating that medal, what are you having for you yourself? Because you might just come back in Kenya and things will remain the way they are. So let's appreciate other people, what they do, balance up things, so that in future things will be much smooth. People will have interest in doing these things, and there will be no any struggling or quarrels in this thing. My biggest career highlights is I have ever come to dream one day I'm going to be an Olympian. I'm going to compete at World Champs and make to the finals as well, because each and every athlete, he or she desires to be there, because it's a global stage and everyone works for it, because everyone has different goals. So my goal is to see myself doing World Champs in the next 4 months. Thereafter, seeing myself in 2024 Olympic Paris Games in France. What I'm working on is to improve my previous time in 400 hurdles, of which I managed to run a 49.08, of which I missed to qualify to the World Champs with a margin of 0.02. So with that small margin, I know with more competitions I'll be able to attain that qualifying time, because it's capable. People have been doing more than that, so why not me? Because with great moves, anything is possible. In general, it's like having some basic standard levels in athletics, but you can't compare Kenya with the US. They are more advanced. There are many things happening there. So there are some things which people here in Kenya lack in terms of facilities, because it entails different things, different technologies, different type of coaching, different techniques, whatever. Because let me just say as an example, we have field events athletes here in Kenya, because they are used to train in a circle net, so that when they are throwing their discus, it points to a certain direction which is supposed to go. But the way they are training is like they are just doing it for fun. But the way it's being done outside here, people, they are very advanced, they are very serious, because they are going to hunt for medals in world championships, in Olympic games, or in other sports. So in terms of facilities, yes, the facilities are there, but not very sufficient, because Kenya has many athletes, which with good support, they need to be checked into, given a good support. With all that, I don't think if we will lack these medals, I don't think if anything will be wrong somewhere under our sport, and Kenya as an individual country will be a country which is highly appreciated, because it's doing very great out. I would like to give my message to the people involved, the federations. Support the sports, because with due support, they will do well. Without support, people will somehow shake, because we want to see each other progress. We are proud of each other. So in sports, we have to appreciate all people, treat people equally. We are like a whole country, but we have different sports. So whatever federation that is concerned, whatever federation that comes up for football, athletics, rugby, judo, taekwondo, fencing, swimming, or any other sport, even like golf, let the people who can come in and support, the responsible companies, the responsible people who can come and give a hand in, so that we see our athletes, not only athletes, we see even other sports coming up, because there is a sport here in Kenya maybe which people don't know about it, but it's doing very well, but it requires a lot. So in general, let people do their responsible work in good time, in due time, so that there will be no any challenges for athletes or players or any other person involved in sport, so that everything will be fine and smooth, and as a country we will be ready to go. And
sprints right now we are good. We compared to those old days, because those days they used to work on long distance, but now when Omanyara came and clocked 9, I think many guys now have gone back to sprints, because like everybody's just like, I can do it. If Omanyara did it, why not me? They used to say we don't have facilities, but Omanyara clocked with 9 with these facilities we have. You remember the late Bet, who won the world championship. Also, he was training here in Kasarani. Also, he ran a 47, whereby he got a gold medal in world championship. That's now, many athletes like Wiseman, like now is like, is focused. He wants to retain that title in future, because he's like, he used to train with Bet. Now, what he needs is just to focus, whereby I know he can do it. This is now the best athlete we have here now in Kenya. He's my comrade. I work with him in KDF. Yeah, and then I coach him as he's my student. I'm his personal coach. Let me say I'm his personal coach. and also is my workmate.
About my coach, I give a big thanks to my coach, because a coach is like a parent, because day in, day out, you as an athlete, you are there with your coach, whether it rains or not, whether you perform well or sometimes people are not on high level always, but a coach is the one who understands the athlete, and if you trust what your coach, you trust the program, you trust the process, a coach mentors you. He's like a parent to you. So not only my coach, but even other coaches in different sports, I really give respect to them, because it's not easy. It's not an easy journey. So I would like to say thank you to my coach through all this journey. We have been working together for the last 4 years. First and foremost, I would like to urge each and every supporting body through different sports to come in and have a hand with the athletes to support them in their competitions, because Kenya is well known for sports, and the federations which are concerned, starting with athletics and other sports, I would like them to come through, give the fully support needed, so that in future times people will be performing well and there will be no any doubt, because Kenya is a great country, it has great support, it has great talent, so athletes can perform without any disturbance, and with good support we are ready to go.
One advice I just give to him, he needs to be committed and be disciplined. That's what the only thing. In sports, what we need just commitment and discipline. Otherwise, if you don't have discipline and if you are not committed, you can't go anywhere.